there are now hundreds of social networking sites like Facebook and MySpace and Twitter. And if you're like me, you don't know which way to turn or whether you should turn at all. So our next guest is here to navigate us to the right site. So please welcome AOL Consumer Advisor, Regina Lewis. Hello, Regina. Hi. Okay. So we see Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, they're very different from our old ways of communicating, which was, hello, how are you? Is the appeal just that people are lonely and have to be connected?
You know, I think it's the oldest phenomenon in the book. It's about communication and connectivity, wanting to be connected. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came, right? So your social networking page is the new equivalent of having a seat, you know, having a bar stool, having a spot in the lunch booth. I really think that's what it is.
So what are the most popular social networking sites right now?
The big three, certainly Facebook. And right now, the average age, interestingly, on Facebook is 34. Fastest growing group, far and away, women over 55. It is interesting.
And they've not seen a dive, right? They've just seen climbing.
Women over 55 are the ones who go on Facebook because they want to meet other women?
No, because they want to see pictures of their grandkids. So it went like this.
Or they want to track their own kids and see what they're doing.
Absolutely. So first it started with college kids. Then what do teens want to do? Be where the college kids are. Now it's moms, it's everybody, again, the average age being 34. And then grandparents now getting in the game because they don't want to miss out on the videos and pictures. Makes perfect sense.
MySpace.
Yep. The second one is Bebo.
Not MySpace?
Oh, no. Well, MySpace is another one. MySpace now, average age 29, skews a little bit differently if you guys have checked it out. If you're an aspiring musician, if you're in the entertainment field, that's your site. The last one, Bebo, is an interesting concept because I think we're going to talk about keeping up with all of this stuff. What if you have friends posting things on YouTube? What if you've got an AIM buddy list? What if some people are on Twitter, some people are on MySpace, Facebook? How does it all come together? It's called live stream, which is going to be a word you'll hear a lot about this year, live streaming. On Bebo, you can say, pull all of that so I can go to one place and see it all. Exactly.
Oh, it's time. Okay, so we've all been talking about Twitter. I Twitter, but I don't do MySpace or and I tweet, So why... Oh, please. Why has Twitter become so popular all over the world?
Well, you're doing great with it. I mean, you've got 34, 35 tweets up there, 300,000 followers. Because it's interesting.
So boring. I'm going
No, but it's not. Well, but guess where you're going? You're going to the Paul. You're going to the Paul McCartney concert with the mayor. You know, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't do that.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. And you know, Sherry's got one, of course, and yours is a riot. You've got a lot about the things that you're doing, and you've got a picture of your goal weight, which is sort of a kick, and then you posted something recently about playing Rock Band with your kids, and that Beastie Boys was...
Oh, you with my husband?
Which was great, and but that's a connection. Suddenly I felt like our households had more in common.
That's not to make friends, that's a way of staying in touch, Twitter.
It's a way to, it's kind of like a public instant message. It's a way to tell people what's going on with you. Now, for celebrities, it makes a ton of sense. People might not be that interested that, I'm taking my kids to a theme park this weekend, except that in my little universe, who knew that my high school friend is a theme park enthusiast and said, well, you should definitely go here, and by the way, here's a coupon. Great,
but if Barbara says I'm taking Taylor to the amusement park, then, we all want to know that. That's interesting.
You're doing great. You're doing better than you think.
How do you know? How do people know which site is right for them? So you say MySpace is more musician-oriented. Twitter's big. I think there's a big mom following on Twitter because you kind of can ask a question to a large group of people and get some great advice back, right?
I think that advice is neat, and you can thank them. So my theme park example, or you were saying, okay, kids going off to camp, you throw it out there, and you'll be surprised what comes back. It can be helpful.
There's smaller sites, like I'm a part of AOL Black Voices, and there's LinkedIn and Eons. Those are the smaller sites.
Sure. Well, hold on with me. Black Voices, actually,
what is Black Voices?
Black Voices was actually, and it's amazing, to their credit, the first social networking site almost 15 years ago. They now have 1.2 million profiles. I looked just before I walked out. 500,000 people are on that site right now. Wow. Talking about various issues that they care about, posting their profiles. LinkedIn, very professional. Keep that separate from posting your baby pictures.
No weekend posts on that. What about if you're LinkedIn? Is that something, if you're looking for a job, a lot of people are, is there one site that's better than others in terms of getting people employed?
LinkedIn is all about that. It's about managing your career and getting jobs.
Craigslist. Looking for a job.
Craigslist has some other extracurriculars going on right now, actually. Doesn't it?
It does.
But in all cases, you can say you're looking for love or looking for a job. It's all about the status you put, right? Okay. So all of these can help you find whatever you're looking for if you're upfront about it.
Now, if you got relatives and you got friends scattered all over the country, then which site should you be on? Which would work best?
I like Facebook for that. And I have to say, I think the value is, I mean, you go to the high school reunion and you say, oh, let's stay in touch. Realistically, you're not going to be able to do that. Your family gets big, widespread across the country. Sure. Nice to see the pictures. It's like you're getting a holiday card, but you're getting it every day.
Well, let me ask you an important question for parents. Which is the best site if you have a teenager and they're saying, Mom, I want to do one of these things? Which is the safest site for kids, which has the most regulation and the most filters?
The one that you're watching the most closely. So I'd say Facebook, but with the caveat of make sure you're their friend and make sure you're checking it out.
Okay.
It's important.
So now that we've gotten all of this, what happens if someone decides that they do want to come off? How easy is it to detach yourself and to take your information with you?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, because when I think you...
I didn't want to just sit here like a bump on a log.
I think you want to pace yourself. There's a tendency to come fast out of the box, accept all the friend requests. The next thing you know, you look at it and think, who are these people? Right. And you're mixing people you really know with people you don't know. You can undo that. You can unfriend them. They don't get a notice that, Whoopi doesn't like you anymore.
Oh, they
it's
won't
pretty
hear from
seamless.
me either way, but
Or you could just don't accept anybody.
And you want to build something
Well,
meaningful.
that's what I did. I just keep deleting. Everybody wants to be the friend. I do delete. No. But thank you for clearing all of this up, because Whoopi and I are the ones who don't really want to join too much. Having said that, we'll be right back. My big question is, who has time for all this? You two obviously do.
We don't.
Anyway, you want to stay in touch? Watch the View.
I know you. I'm watching you.
I tweet. Have a great day. Take a little time to tweet and enjoy the View.